Procedures, possible decisions, find complaint not substantiated, issue warning, verbal or written. Suspension from the department for 15, 30, 60, or 90 days. Restrict members' activities to second alarm duties only. That was in the old policy. I just assumed remove that because I can't tell you what second alarm duties are.
You want me to get rid of
I
D?
mean, they could come here and clean the station, but if I'm going to suspend them, I'm not going to suspend them.
So D is
Just
out.
take it out.
So E will become D.
Right.
Okay.
If that's all it is.
That makes it shorter. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, so D would be expulsion from the fire department. Cool. End of document.
You folks have any questions on that? We kind of touched them as we went.
If the fiscal year changes, to November or you go to the as they change, will it change any of the dates regarding like the election of officers or any of the other stuff?
I mean, going to the tax year for the
Yeah.
fiscal year?
Yeah. Will it change any of the
I'm
other?
going to say no.
It doesn't have to.
Because the election of officers is more based on what the election office
Yeah,
Right.
for the
that's-
county sets.
That just was,
yeah, that doesn't
I would say
change.
no.
Yeah, it's still May.
Yes?
I have a question on responding to alarms. You have everyone, the way that read, I thought everyone has to still respond strictly to the station first.
yes, yep.
Were we talking
Yeah,
about
that's a good
they
point.
decide whether there's a change on board? Or them voting? Does that become their fiscal year when you guys vote, not when the public votes? Is that what you were talking about?
Well, just any dates, like when they elect officers or anything else.
Yeah.
It would still be the first meeting in July.
Yes, okay.
Because you get elected in May.
Yeah, okay.
So now we've got the next comment that Beth just made.
You know, that's exactly right, because I've been trying to have reading T's go straight to the scene. So we could put a firefighter may respond directly to the scene if approved by chief officers of the department.
Respond as assigned. That kind of gives you leeway to tell them. That way, even for every incident, if you wanted to assign them something different, you could. Give you the freedom of latitude.
Do you want to just say respond to the incident in a safe and lawful manner? And then that way it can be,
As determined by the chief.
I think the as assigned sounds like a good, simple way to do it.
And you could put the phrase by the chief, but who
Well,
else would be
yeah, it
assigned
says-
duties?
You
yeah.
can think about it, you don't have to say it right
respond
now.
as assigned, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, basically, I'm not letting everybody do that, I'm just letting specific people do that.
Okay, well, think about it and then let me know.
For the people that live over in the Flournoy and Touchstone area, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but they would have to take out their turnout home with
Yeah,
it.
that's going on right now. The guys that live out there are responding strictly
You
to
know,
outside there.
Because it used to take,
Yeah.
by the time I'd get from there, from my house to here, everybody'd be gone, and I'd be sitting here. So,
That is happening
yeah.
at this moment.
So you want to think about the
response? I'd like to just add that they may respond, the firefighter may respond to the incident.
Our chief
With
has
the
the
approval of the
discretion
chief.
to make the decision who will respond to the station and directly
At
to
the
the scene.
discretion of the fire chief.
There you go.
Did you get that, Risa?
So it'll say upon receiving notification from alarm, each firefighter shall respond at the discretion of the fire chief to the incident
To the location,
or to, yeah.
location determined. by
I'd
the
rather
fire
just
chief.
keep where it is. I'd rather just keep that sentence as it is and have it.
So keep the sentence that says respond to the fire station in a safe and lawful manner. Then you want to add another
The
sentence.
firefighter may respond directly to the scene at discretion of the fire chief.
That
Does that work?
Yeah, that-
catch that one?
Well, do you want to say then, or directly to the scene at the discretion of the fire
Yeah.
chief? Okay. Okay,
That's 2 sentences.
right. No, I was string them all together, I don't care anymore.
Won't waste, periods and things like that.
Exactly, it's just more ink.
Comma here and a comma there.
Okay. Any other comments on that one? Good. Okay, so that bylaw will now then go to the meeting this evening, and frankly, if there are more people that show up, we'll have to read this again. Hey, that's how it works. Avery was gonna get good at it. We'll share. You guys can read it this time. Steve and I will listen.
I will, and I read real fast.
That's
We'll
okay.
take them around it for the people.
May I,
Okay, so-
may I at this time ask so that we can clarify what we're going to call this, so that I can write this in, because it's mentioned many times, and I'd
That's
like
a
to
good
pin
point.
that down.
Well, I vote for that
Hawken
being,
Big Book is mine, so,
most of the fire districts, according to the Oregon Fire District Directors Association, have gone to calling that an operations guide or an operations manual. And so
whatever.
I vote for that.
Like a district operations manager.
District operations manual, station operations manual.
District
District sounds good.
Operations Manual.
Can I get a comment from anybody out there? Does that sound good?
I move that we
Makes
call it
sense.
the District Operations Manual.
I kind of like master reference guide.
Stop.
Or resource manual.
I'll quit.
So we have a motion to call this a district operations manual.
Or policy.
No, it's not gonna be policy, because policy is gonna be,
Yeah, in the bylaws. That's why we have to change the
yeah,
policy
that's why
manual.
that changed
Fire
this.
manual.
Right.
Is it going to be prefaced by LRFD?
Well, yeah, it'll just say, yeah, it'll be LRFD district.
I'm repeating district codes.
So if that's just
Well,
fire,
it's
it's
just
just department
informative.
manual, not district. Be
But
department manual.
but it isn't just the department manual.
Oh.
It also has district items in it. That's why it can't be called a policy manual.
Right,
So all that that's going to have in it is the expanded version of this and all the ORSs and everything.
yeah, it's got all the ORS.
So it has the complete volume
And Robert's
of
Rules of
stuff
Order is in here.
is in there, as opposed to just making reference to it as we do in the bylaws.
Right.
So we have a motion to call it a district operations manual. We need a second.
I'll second
We have a second. Any discussion? Any folks have any comments in the audience? Any discussion at the board? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Man, good, kind of done deal. Okay, the next round of these meetings, the weekly meetings, we're gonna start delving into items J, K, and L. If you all remember, which you probably don't, because I had to look it up. A better man than me if you did remember. We have items A through P is where we started. We have now completed items A through I as of this bylaw being written. Item J will be the next thing on our agenda for the weekly meetings. As a taxpayer property survey, and effectively, can we physically service each property equitably? That's the basic question. Item K is an equipment analysis from Steve, the chief, and we're asking questions such as direct applicability to district needs and equitability of service throughout the district. Item L is going to fall more under the quartermaster, which is George's job. LRFD current asset inventory is simply what do we own? What does this district actually own? And that will include everything inside of this building, as well as the fact that there is still, on paper anyway, the old station until it's paid off. So those types of assets. It's just something that we just need to have a basic idea right now. This is our baseline. We're establishing what do we own, and we start from there. We don't go doing any searches. There are things that we can't find evidence of, et cetera, those all go away. So that's what this is for. So those three things will start on next Wednesday. Okay? Anybody have any questions about that? Okay. Let's just, so that's that. Any good of the order comments from anyone for this deal? The only thing I'd just like to bring up is we are researching which this will be brought up in the next meeting too, but by state ordinance, we have to get Kent bonded, and so we're in the process right now researching the best way to do that. So that's about the only thing new that's really come up, and that's pretty simple. We'll just figure that out through an insurance company. Any public question and answer?
I got just a question. Can I do it?
Sure.
Sit over there.
Hey,
Well, the thing about the fiscal year, I'm still having a hard time with that, because, for example, every department that I know of in Douglas County has the same fiscal year we do, and the county has the same fiscal year we do, and the money comes in based on that fiscal year. And I don't know, just like, for example, June, July seems to be a good time to end our fiscal year, because it's a natural lull in the tax flow, so you can get down to almost the exact dollar at one point where you can say, this is what we have. And if we do that in November, December, I don't think you can do that, because taxes are coming. They don't start coming till the middle of October, third week or fourth week. There's no rhyme or reason how they come, and all the way through May. And at any given point, I don't think you can really tell what you got for that budget year, basically. I don't know, that's just a couple concerns I have.
good concern. We'll need to really talk about that at the 7 o'clock meeting, because that's where that would be more discussed, and those points would be necessary for the public to understand. If I may, the biggest reason we jumped into this was because November is when the tax monies start being issued on anything that occurs in the vote session. So that's really the reason that we started looking into this, and we haven't made that decision yet. So, you know, but that really should be something that we discuss more at the monthly meeting than at this meeting.
And taxes come year round. I mean, we just got $800 yesterday in back taxes.
Right.
We got $2,000 in July in back taxes. I mean, stuff comes all the time.
Yeah, well, I'll just reference what I mean by that is if we ever do bring in another option levy, that's when the money would come from that option levy. It would begin in November.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that all is. So, but we can definitely expand that conversation. We're a long ways from making that decision, even though it's in this rough draft of the bylaws. That's something that we can change very easily. Anybody else? You want to Jeff, comment on that, Risa?
No.
Okay.
I'm just not typing it again.
I just wanted, because, for example, you got to do the LB1 July 9th or something, so does that mean we do it in January? I don't know, we should talk to the county assessor maybe first, and county clerk and all those kind of.
Well, because the money comes in November, comes in February, comes in May. Those are the three major
Yeah.
months, so it
It's just, I'm just
does
wondering
come
if
all
our
around,
legal,
basically.
the legal things we have to do for our budget, do they
Right.
get to change till January instead of July then? I just wonder
Probably.
if anybody knows all that.
I think there's other departments you can refer to, because a lot of departments have switched to the November.
Yeah, about half of them have. So.
Because
That's in the state. because
Yes, in
Throughout the
Oregon.
state,
Yes, in
yeah.
Oregon, yeah.
I got all the published budgets from all the fire departments in Douglas County, and they all were done at the exact same time. So it's not here in Douglas County.
No, but
And I'd like to
maybe
talk-
we'll be front runners.
Yeah, because after the last week, I put down, call Riddle Creek, Tri-City, blah, blah, blah. Well, I never have called them all.
Well, it
I
doesn't
mean, I like
matter.
to, some of them just say, we don't care, but other ones might have a good reason. One I'd like to call is Marlar at Douglas too, because that guy's a thinker. He doesn't just say yes about stuff, he
Mhm.
actually has looked at everything that's done.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be great to get his comment and share that with us.
Yeah, just let us know.
I got a Chiefs meeting next Wednesday, I think we'll all be there, so that might work out.
That would be cool.
I don't want to drag on.
So we don't want to reinvent the wheel typically.
No.
Good comments, but we'll bring those up at the next meeting at 7. Anybody else? Move for adjournment?
I move we adjourn.
Second? All those in favor?
Hi.
Cool. We'll see everybody back at 7.